Hi, I'm Mr. Bellicomo. If you have a last name between L through Z, I'll be your dean.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Powell. If you have a last name A through K, I will be your dean.
Hey, graduating class of 2024. I'm Officer Dan, and I'm going to be your new SRO for the next 4 years.
And my name is Tina Blomgren, and I'm the head of safety and security here at Vernon Hills High School.
How's it going? We're going to go over some rules and regulations that are important for freshmen to know, and you can review this tape at any time, I assume, after we make it. The first thing we're going to talk about is I'm going to assume that everybody's read the handbook since you signed off on it electronically at the beginning of the year. So we're not going to go through the entire handbook. If you haven't already, you need to read it, okay? Thing I'm going to talk about first is computer use and internet policy. You're at home now, you're using your Chromebook constantly. Zooming with teachers, all kinds of homework, that kind of stuff. But what you should know is if you Google some things that you're probably not supposed to, those come to us, the deans. And the deans, I should probably tell you a little bit about this. Deans are in charge of discipline, consequences, those sort of things. But not only that, but we're here to help you. So if you Google something you're not supposed to, and it could cover just about anything, drugs, violence, porn, weapons, teen pregnancy, any of those things, suicide, any of those things are red flagged, and we get an alert every morning of those searches, okay? Also, your Chromebook was issued to you, that's yours now, okay? Anything in your possession, anything that happens to that, you're gonna be liable for damages, okay? So if you drop it, you break it, anything like that, you're liable for those things, okay? If you lose it or it becomes stolen, you are also liable for that, okay? So just keep in mind that while you're at home using your Chromebook constantly, to take good care of it. Thank you.
So to talk a little bit about behavior expectations. While you're on Zoom, we expect for you to be respectful of your teachers and of your peers. So that means that you're not talking while other students are talking, that you are not making fun of another student in your class, that you're not Snapchatting clips from your class, that you are not taping your class. None of these things are appropriate. So if you do those things, you go, well, I'm at home. What are the consequences? What are you going to do? Give me detention, make me come to school for that? Well, actually, what we're going to do is that we'll have a parent meeting. You could be suspended. You could be told that you can't participate in activities. And there are some athletic things going on now. There's some plans for some social activities that are going to happen. So there will be consequences if you are not appropriate on Zoom or if you break some of the other rules here.
Bus expectations. Some of you may not be taking buses. Some of you may be taking buses. A lot of you probably aren't going to be on a bus at all for at least the first semester. But I'll tell you what, there's expectations on the bus. The same expectations that we expect in the school are also expected on the bus. The minute you step onto that bus stop, really you become part of Vernon Hills High School, and all of your actions from that point forward are taking the same expectations that we expect in school, okay? Please do not damage the property on the bus. There are cameras on the bus. We've had kids in the past cut holes in seats, things like that, of that nature. Please don't do that. You're freshmen now, okay? There's going to be certain rules due to COVID-19 that your bus driver will address. I know starting September 14th, we will bring back some classes in person. So some of you are going to be on this bus, okay? So please listen to your bus driver. There's going to be certain seating arrangements. There's going to be certain protocol that the bus driver will go over with you once they pick you up, okay? And the bus routes will be communicated to you through your email. So it's very important, if we didn't cover this in the beginning, to always check your email. Get used to it as a freshman. Check your email constantly, because that's how we will be reporting bus routes. And the routes aren't going to be the same as they would, say, if we were in person school. So make sure you follow that. Make sure you check your email. And if you have any questions, you can call 932-2000, and they will transfer you to our office and the lady who can handle any bus problems for you, or our buses not showing up, things of that nature.
So at Vernon Hills High School, we have a full staff of security personnel that are here for you, for your safety and your security, both inside the building and all events that take place that have to do with Vernon Hills High School. It's important for you to behave appropriately, both inside school and at all sporting activities, dances, different things that take place. One of the concerns that we have is thefts in the building, so it's imperative that if you bring your valuables to school, that you lock them up, secure them, keep them safe, keep them with you, don't leave them laying around. I also take care of parking issues, bikes, all those kind of different things when you're going to be coming back into the building. So if you have any concerns, you can reach out to me. My office is right across from the LST office.
Attendance. So the expectation is that you are in your Zoom classes the entire time, that you arrive on time, that you're engaged in the learning process the whole time that you're there. If there's a breakout room, that you go to it and that you come back from that breakout room. But we also expect, if for some reason you're sick, because we know that students are going to get sick, what you're going to do is you're going to need to call your LST. You probably don't know the number to your LST, but that's where you report your attendance. You can call the school number, the 847-932-2000 number, and then ask to be transferred to your LST. They'll ask you your last name, and then they'll transfer you to the appropriate LST based on that. If for some reason you are late to class and it becomes a pattern of behavior, you will get a phone call from Mr. Bellacomo or I saying, hey, you seem to be having trouble getting to that first period of class. How do we support you? How do we help you? What's going on? If for some reason you accumulate 6 absences, then you'll get a letter that says you have to meet with one of us, and we'll do that via Zoom to talk about why you aren't in class, why you're not getting there on time, why aren't you staying there. If you continue to miss class, then it can lead to, if there's a field trip when we're back in school, if there's an activity that you might want to participate in, like athletics, if you miss more than 10 days of school, then you're not allowed to participate in athletics for the rest of that semester. So just be mindful that attendance is still important. If you are sick and you're going to the doctor, those absences don't count against you. So just, fax us a note, email us a note from the doctor saying that's where you are. We still are responsible for making sure that you're in school.
Hey guys, I want to talk about something serious, and that is bullying. Whether it's cyberbullying or physical bullying, that will not be tolerated at the school. There are bullying laws now on the books, and I just want you guys to know, if we find out that you are bullying, they're going to not only be school consequences, but also legal consequences. I know some people will be scared to say that someone's bullying them or bullying a friend. Just so you know that we do have a hotline, which is on the Vernon Hills homepage, and you can remain anonymous. So please, if you see bullying, if you know someone that's bullying somebody, please let us know so we can take care of that. I know Snapchat's something that's very popular right now. Listen, put stuff appropriate on Snapchat. Don't put inappropriate things on Snapchat. Do not send nude photos of yourself or anybody else out to everybody. People will always share that information. If you get caught sending nude photos of yourself or somebody else, that could be considered distributing pornography, and you could be in big trouble for that. So please do not do that. Let's treat everybody here in the school with respect, and let's have a great year.
We know this time is probably difficult for most of you, being at home by yourself and not being able to get the high school experience starting out as freshmen. It's difficult for us too, because we're used to having a building filled with kids and getting ready for football games on Friday. But before you know it, we'll be back to normal, and things will be rolling here just like they were in the past. We're looking forward to seeing you guys, we're looking forward to meeting you guys, and we're looking forward to having a great school year and fun times as you take your journey the next 4 years. Go Cougars!